Hey everybody, it's Aaron here from Beansprout Musical Instruments. I'm here today to talk about wood selection for ukulele. So whether you are already in my build schedule or you just want to see how I do things, we're here today to talk about it. So to begin with, we're not going to talk too much tonight about sourcing and sustainability. That's for another video. But you should know that about 90% of the wood I use is domestic North American wood. The only tropical woods I use are koa and mahogany because those are traditional old-time ukulele woods and I really like working with them. As we go, I'm going to give some recommendations because maybe you don't want to have to piece together this yourself. You just want me to tell you what I like, so I'm going to do that as we go. To begin with, we have a fork in the road. Are you going to go for the traditional ukulele sound and look, which is one wood for top, back, and sides, or are you going to go for a softwood for the top and a hardwood for the back and sides, which is how guitars are made. So let's go this way first. I have 4 different woods that can serve as top, back, and sides. My number 1 recommendation is Oregon Myrtle. So it's golden to greenish in color, lovely to work with. I have some nice sustainable sources. I know the guy who I buy it from one pickup truck to the other. At Mahogany, Myrtle was kind of our flagship tone wood, and I love working with it. So, of course, if we're going to talk about one wood for top, back, and sides, we have to mention koa. So, from the Hawaiian Islands, I have quilted, curly, master grade wood of all sorts. Koa is reddish brown in color, and it's the traditional wood. Now, all koa that I use is going to be an upcharge from $100 to $500 depending on the set. It's just hard to get your hands on the good stuff. They don't harvest it like they used to, and I am keeping my eye towards sustainability. So I have everything from straight grain wood all the way up to the koa of your dreams, but it will be upcharged. Now, also we have mahogany. This is what Myrtle used and uses on its ukuleles. I have straight grain Honduras mahogany, and I have an African wood called sapele, which is a mahogany-ish type wood. And I have all sorts of stuff like that. Mahogany is usually a little darker brown in color and not so red. It's a great traditional wood. I love using mahogany. The last wood we'll do for all top, back, and sides is sycamore. It's a very light colored. It's got a very detailed and beautiful grain. Love that stuff. So, one wood, top, back, and sides: myrtle, koa, mahogany, sycamore. Now, the other path: softwood top, hardwood back and sides. Well, why would we do that? Well, that's how guitars, mandolins, violins, etc. have been made for hundreds of years. Compared to the other way, it has a little more tone, a little more volume, a little more sustained, but it has a plainer look on the front, which is not what a lot of ukulele people are not used to. But I like it anyway. Your options for top woods: Porterford cedar or spruce. Porterford cedar is a little softer. It's a more balanced tone on the uke. Spruce is a brighter sound. When it comes to that, we have straight grain wood and we have upgraded curly wood. So a good recommendation for you right now would be Porterford cedar on the top and walnut on the back and sides. Lots of volume and sustain, a very balanced, beautiful tone. If you want even more volume and a little more detail to what's going on, let's go to a harder wood for the back, like pistachio, which comes from California orchards. It's also what's on our fretboard. You can see its variation in color. And we'll put spruce on the top for that. So walnut and Porterford cedar is a great combo. Spruce and pistachio is a great combo. A couple other woods for backs and sides. Of course, we've got maple. This is some beautiful curly maple with some nice reddish coloring in it. And we've got, I love using cherry for backs and sides. This is some nice curly cherry, a little bit redder in color. And of course, we've already shown you pistachio and walnut. So for softwood tops, Porterford cedar or spruce. For backs and sides, we've got walnut, maple, cherry, pistachio, or any of the first 4 woods we did. Those are all great combos too. I already gave my recommendations as well as we went along. Now, all the wood I pick for you is going to sound great, be structurally sound, and be a great, functional, beautiful instrument, often with a great backstory to my sourcing of where I got it. When I have to upgrade to master grade, or an upcharge of any sort, it's because it's either truly unique, truly rare, exceedingly beautiful, or aesthetically interesting. Um, they're not going to sound any better when you pay more for those upgrades. It just looks aesthetically, it's got more going on. Some people like the straight grain wood that's plainer. I'm cool with that too. I just want you to know that no matter what, it's going to sound the same. They all sound beautiful. The master grade upgrades are just because of rarity and aesthetics. So the pricing on the website for instruments and for upgrades for wood selection are all there. Basically, it's this. The softwood tops can be upgraded to figured wood, and the backs and sides can also be upgraded to figured wood, but koa is always an upgrade just because of its situation. So I hope this is helpful to you. I'm looking forward to coming back and talking about sustainability in a couple weeks. I've got lots to say about that. And drop me a line if you have any questions. The website is thebeansprout.com and email is info@thebeansprout.com. Thanks a lot.